Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
In 1975, New York City was on the brink of collapse, facing a fiscal crisis that threatened to bring the city to its knees. The situation was so dire that it seemed like a matter of life and death. The city's debt had ballooned to unprecedented levels, and with no money to pay its workers, services began to shut down. Garbage piled up on the streets, crime statistics skyrocketed, and the very fabric of society started to unravel. But what led to this crisis? It all came down to a series of bad decisions made by politicians and bureaucrats who prioritized short-term gains over long-term sustainability. The city's controller, Harrison J. Golden, conducted an audit that revealed just how deep the debt was, a staggering $2.5 billion. The mayor, Abe Beame, tried to make sense of it all, but he was met with resistance from the unions and other stakeholders who refused to budge on their demands for more money. That's where Felix G. Rohatyn, an investment banker and politician, came in. He was part of a task force known as Big Mac, which aimed to refinance the city's debt and find a solution to the crisis. Rohatyn proved to be a master politician, able to bring different sides together and find common ground. But it wasn't easy. There were many twists and turns along the way. One of the most interesting aspects of this story is how it relates to our current political climate. The debate over government spending and debt has become increasingly polarized, with some arguing that smaller government is the answer and others believing that more intervention is needed. But what if the solution lies somewhere in between? What if we can find ways to balance fiscal responsibility with social welfare? That's a question that Drop Dead City documentary tries to answer. The film explores the history of New York City's fiscal crisis and the role of politicians like Beame and Rohatyn in finding a solution. It's a cautionary tale about the dangers of ideology and the importance of finding common ground. In the end, Big Mac was able to broker a deal that saved the city from financial ruin. But it was a hard-won victory, and one that required some tough decisions along the way. As we look at our own country's fiscal situation today, it's worth considering whether we're on the same path as New York City in 1975, or if there are lessons to be learned from its struggles. The Drop Dead City documentary is a fascinating look back at one of the most challenging moments in American history. It's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there's always hope for a better future. And it's a call to action, urging us to think critically about our own relationship with government and debt. I'm Emma, and this is Rose Room Updates. Thanks for watching.